Being a good ancestor, is it good for your well-being?
Absolutely, it's good for your well-being. Why? Because we are relational creatures. And anybody who has a child or a nephew or a niece, or there's a young person in their life they care about, they can sit and do a simple imaginative thought experiment. If you just imagine, like I've got an 11-year-old daughter. If I imagine her when she's 90 years old, as I sometimes do, I imagine her at her 90th birthday party surrounded by family and friends and her community. And I imagine someone putting a tiny baby into her arms, and it's her first great-grandchild. Well, that tiny baby, when you think about it, could live well into the 22nd century. And if I care about that baby's life, that's only a couple of steps away from my own, then I need to care about not just that baby's life, but all life, because that baby is embedded in relationships, in human relationships, in the communities that will support it and make it survive and thrive, but also the living world, the air it will breathe, the food that it will eat. So I think almost anybody, if they allow their imaginations to work at it, can really make this jump to what I think of as a transcendent sense of legacy. That's about caring about the universal strangers of the future. No. It's about more than an egoistic form of legacy like, an oligarch who wants the wing of a national gallery named after them. It's something bigger even than familial legacy, just caring about the legacy for your own progeny, for people in your own bloodline, like an aristocrat who wants to protect their landed estate and pass it down to their children and children's children. It's bigger than that. And I think this gives us existential sustenance. It gives us a sense of meaning in life. We are part of something bigger. It's a bit like, in Maori culture, there's this concept of whakapapa, spelt with a WH, though WH is pronounced with an F in Maori. And this is the idea of genealogy. It's the idea that we're all in a great chain of life, where the living, the dead, and the unborn are all here in the room with us.